the horizontal curves. So, pag sinabi natin na horizontal curves, it means that it is a curved section of a road, pwedeng railway, pwedeng highway, that is used to change the direction of the route in the horizontal plane. So, ibig sabihin, ito yung mga madalas na nakikita natin na kapag nagbabiyahe tayo or pumupunta tayo sa iba't ibang lugar, dadaan tayo sa mga railroad, dumadaan tayo sa mga highways, in which yung dadaanan natin is biglang magkakaroon ng kurbada. So dito, meron tayong different types of curves. Meron tayo na simple, compound, reverse, and spiral. So mahalaga na alam natin yung horizontal curves because the horizontal curves connects two straight sections of a road or railway nga ng smooth. So, pag wala tayong hindi natin alam paano mag-design ng horizontal curves, hindi magiging smooth, hindi magiging safe yung dadaanan natin. Okay. Also, it is to provide safe and comfortable change in the direction for vehicles and to reduce the risk of accidents caused by the sudden turn. So mamaya may mga elements tayong pag-uusapan ng mga horizontal curves natin. So nagdi-differ yan when it comes to simple, compound, reverse, and spiral. So next naman is the degree of a circular curve. So the degree of a curve designates the rate of curvature of a circular curve. So ibig sabihin, ah dito daw sa degree of circular curve, hinahanap natin yon para makuha natin yung rate of curvature ng circular curves natin. Sabi dito, the, the greater the degree of the curve implies greater sharpness and rate of curvature. Ibig sabihin daw, habang mas mataas yung degree ng curve natin, mas mataas yung sharpness niya, mas sharp yung turn natin, at habang mas mababa siya, mas mababa naman yung magiging sharpness ng turn natin. So dito, meron tayong two designations ng degree of a curve. The first one is the arc definition, and the second one is the chord definition. So, based on our two definitions, dito ngayon ay i-discuss natin, pwede nating ma-define yung degree of the curve as the angle in degrees in which it covers a full station with the given radius of the curve. So, ibig sabihin, in this case, pwede nating iset yung one station to be equals to 20 meters or 100 feet, depending on what type of units ang gagamitin natin. So, ibig sabihin, pag daw English unit, ang one full station natin is 20 meters. Kapag naman naka-English tayo, 100 feet naman siya. Okay? So, by arc definition, so if this is the length of our curve, 100 feet, then this is your degree, and this is your radius. By this equation, by this elements, pwede nating makuha yung pwede tayo makapag-formulate ng formula dito. So, D over 360 is equals to 100 over 2 pi r, in which yung 2 pi r natin is the circumference. So, pwede natin makuha yung radius, pwede natin siyang i-derive, and then makukuha natin yung radius. The radius is equals to 5,729.58 over T. So, by core definition naman, kung kanina yung curve, yung arc, yung ating consider as one full station, this time naman, i-consider naman natin na one full station is yung chord naman natin. Okay? Yung chord ng ating arc. Okay? So, dito, pag makikita nyo yung chord natin, meron siyang kabuuan 100 feet. So, if this is symmetrical, hinati natin yan sa gitna. So, this side will be 50 feet. This side will also be 50 feet, in which this is d over 2. This is also d over 2. So, since tighati nga yung dalawa, tigkalahati sila, pwede hatiin lang natin yung ating degree natin. Okay, so to formulate the formula for radius, so r is equals to 50 over sine ng d over 2. In this case, gumamit lang naman tayo ng trigonometry para makuha natin yung formula for r. Actually, almost lahat ng formula natin ito, this is just based on trigonometry. Triangles lang naman ang gagamitan natin dito at yun yung gagamitin natin para makapag-formulate tayo ng mga formula. So to derive the formula, so for the formula derivation, we have here the first one is yung arc basis. So in the arc basis, S is equals to R multiplied by alpha, in which yung alpha mo is your central angle. So kung kukunin natin yung central angle, ilalabas natin siya. So alpha is equals to S over R. And pwede nating i-substitute yung ating formula. So makukuha natin sa degree dyan, D is equals to D. Ito yung ating central angle is equals to 20 over R multiplied by 360 over 2 pi. Ngayon naman kapag chord basis tayo, so ito yung chord, ang kukuha na natin ng distance. So para makuha natin yung length ng ating chord, that is 2R sine ng alpha over 2, in which pwede nating i-derive, kunin natin si alpha. So alpha is equals to 2 arc sine ng L over 2R. And for D, that is equals to 2 arc sine ng 20 over R, since yung length natin niya is equals to 20. So, dito kung magtatanong kayo, sir, saan po nakuha yung 360 over 2 pi? Since gamit tayo ng arc, this is arc, so kailangan natin ay convert natin siya. Para makakonvert natin yun, multiply, kailangan natin siya i-multiply nang sa gano'n na makuha natin maging unit ay unitless or magiging unitless nga yung ating magiging distance, no? Kasi yung S natin, ito siya. So, kailangan natin siya i-multiplier. So, pwede rin naman i-round down yun na to. This will be 180 per pi. Pwede rin naman yan. Hindi na kayo mag-360 over 2 pi. So, ito naman yung mga elements ng simple curve natin. So, unahin natin yung simple curve. Na almost lahat naman ng elements ng simple curve, same yan yung ating magiging elements for compounds, magiging element for reverse. So, yung sa sa spiral lang yung medyo kakaiba. Okay? So, dito sa simple curve, unahin natin yung point of curvature or PC. So, dito nag-i-start yung ating magiging curve, yung horizontal curve natin. Kaya sa natin siya tinawag na point of curvature. Next is the point of intersection. When we say point of intersection, dito naman nag-intersect yung ating dalawang tangent line. So, ito yung dalawang tangent line natin. Then next, we have the point of tangency. This is the end point naman. If the point of the curvature is your starting point ng horizontal curve natin, yung ating point of tangency naman is the end point or your last point ng ating simple curve or horizontal curve. Next, we have the point of forward tangent. So this will be your forward, this will be your backward tangent, in which itong T1 and T2, mas magagamit natin siya doon sa ating compound curve. Also have the radius of the curve. So ito yung radius ng curve natin. Since curve nga yan, if you want to get the radius, punta ka lang dun sa center ng ating circle. Then we also have the angle of intersection, in which this is your angle of intersection. Dito nag-intersect yung dalawang tangent line mo, which is also equal dito sa central angle natin sa baba. So pag hinatin natin yan, symmetrical, so this will be your I over 2. Okay. Meron pa? We also have yung ating L sub C. So yung L sub C natin, this is the part, yan, yung length ng curve natin. The long chord naman, ito yun. In which pag hinatingin natin siya, this will be all over 2, and this is also L over 2. The tangent distance is your T. The external distance is the distance between the point of the intersection mula dun sa midpoint ng curve natin. So that is your external distance. So we also have middle ordinate. The middle ordinate is the distance between the midpoint of the curve dun sa midpoint ng long chord natin. And we also have the deflection angle. So pag nagkaroon tayo ng deflection angle, yan, parang tinatawag ko rin yung deflection angle na I call this one as parasite kasi parang it will form a simple curve within a simple curve. So pag meron tayong nagkaroon ng deflection, so magkakaroon din niya ng sarili niyang length ng chord natin, magkakaroon din niya ng sariling length ng curve natin. So length ng long chord and length ng curve natin, magkakaroon niya ng bago. At the same time, magkakaroon din niya ng sariling degree niya or angle niya, central angle niya. Kaya tinatawag ko din siya parasite kasi it lives within the host. Yung host natin is yung kabuuang simple curve naman natin. So, yung offset distance naman natin is yung distance na naka-8 ng ating deflection angle. So, ito naman natin magiging formula derivation. So, for the length of the curve or LC, nakuha lang natin yan sa S is equals to R times alpha, in which substitute nyo lang yung L sub C for simple curve, or yung length ng curve natin, radius retain, and yung alpha magiging I lang siya, or yung ating intersection angle. For long chord L, that is L2R sine ng I over 2. So, kung kanina alpha over 2, pinalitan lang natin, ginawa nating I. For tangent distance, that is R tangent ng I over 2. And for the external distance, that is R all over cosine ng I over 2 minus R. And for middle ordinate M, that is M is equals to R minus R cosine ng I over 2. In which, yung offset distance naman natin na X, that is 2R sine theta sine ng theta. So, lahat naman ata na ano na natin, na-cover na natin dito sa lahat ng elements na-cover na natin ng simple curve. So, the next one naman is how do we lay out naman yung simple curves natin. So, we lay out simple curves first. Laying out curves are difficult in actual construction. That is why smaller chords are computed to construct long radii curves. So the whole length of curve is divided into a series of smaller curves. Kakaroon din tayo dyan ng stationing. The stationing at points found in the curve are done along the curve, and the stationing of PC and PI are the forward tangent. So, yung stationing daw ng PC to PT must run along the curve. So, ibig sabihin, when we start with PC, papunta kay PT, nang sa ganon, makomplete natin yung curve natin. As a general rule then, the measurements we need to measure the distances from PC along curve. So, wag tayong magkakaroon ng shortcut. So, lagi nating tatandaan that we need to start on PC. So, kailangan yan lagi ang pupuntahan muna natin, no? Before we proceed with other stationings, kailangan kunin muna natin si PC kasi yung general rule nga natin, dapat doon tayo laging mag-start. So, to further understand our lesson, let's have a sample problem. So, this is our first sample problem. Sample problem number 1. This is given CE Board November 2004. It says that a 6-degree simple curve has a central angle of 44 degrees. The stationing of the point of curvature is 13 plus 080. Find the distance from the midpoint of the curve to the intersections of tangents at PC and PT. Letter B is find the distance from the midpoint of the curve to the midpoint of the long chord, joining the point of curvature and point of tangency. And letter C, find the stationing of a point on the curve which intersects with the line making a deflection angle of 8 degrees with the tangent to the PC. So, unahin nating sagutan is kung unahin nating sagutan dito is yung ating yung ating letter A. So, isa-isahin natin yung given natin. Dun sa ating given, meron tayong degree ng curve which is 6 degrees. Meron din tayong intersection angle which is 44 degrees. And meron din tayong stationing ng PC which is 13 plus 0.18. Ngayon, for letter A, sabi dun sa letter A natin, if we're going to analyze yung ating tanong. The question is, find the distance from the midpoint of the curve to the intersection of tangents at PC and PT. So, kung hinahanap natin is, ang sabi dito, intersection daw between the tangents and yung midpoint ng curve natin. So, sa makatuwid, ang hinahanap natin is yung part na ito. And yung part na ito is our external distance. So, for your letter A, ang hinahanap natin is yung ating external distance. Or letter A. Hanapin natin yon. So, kung babalikan natin yung formula natin for E is equals to R all over cosine ng I over 2 minus R. Okay? So, kung titingnan natin yung problem, wala namang given siya na radius. The problems didn't state na may radius tayo. So, anong gagawin natin? I-maximize natin yung given. Yung given natin may binigay na degree at may binigay na central angle. So, pwede natin gamitin yan. Okay? So, first, kuhanin muna natin yung radius natin. So, to determine the radius, gamitin natin yung formula for the degree, which is 20 over R multiplied by 180 degrees over pi. Okay? Substitute natin, your degree is 6 degrees. So, equals to 20 over R 180 over pi. So, radius lang ang unknown. Yung radius natin is equals to 190.9859317 meter. Okay? Next, kunin naman natin is yung ating external distance na. So, to determine yung external distance natin, direct substitution na lang ito. So, yung R natin is 190.9859317 all over cosine ng I natin is 44 over 2 minus 190.9859317. So your external distance is equal to 15 meters. And this is our final answer for letter A. Okay. Next, letter B naman. Kunin natin yung letter B. For letter B, the question for letter B is find the distance from the midpoint of the curve to the midpoint of the long chord joining the point of curvature and point of tangency. So, kailangan daw nating hanapin yung distance na magko-connect kay point of the long chord, midpoint na yan, ito, ito pala chord, papunta sa midpoint ng curve natin. So, kung kukunin natin yon, matik, ang kinukuha dito is yung middle ordinate natin. So, for letter B, middle ordinate yung kinukuha. Or M. Okay. So, ang formula natin for middle ordinate, that is R minus R cosine ng I over 2. So, again, para hindi tayo magsulat ng mahaba, pwede natin ilabas yung R. Pwedeng M is equals to R times 1 minus cosine ng I over 2. Pwede naman yan. So, substitute. Ang ating R is 190.9859317 multiplied by 1 minus cosine ng 44 over 2. Our middle ordinate is equal to 13.91 meters. And this is our final answer. Next, for letter C, sabi dun sa letter C natin, ito medyo mahaba, no? Find the stationing of a point on the curve which intersects with the line making a deflection angle of 8 degrees with a tangent through PC. So, hinahanap natin dito is yung stationing in which magkakaroon daw ng deflection angle. So, if there's going to be a deflection angle, kagaya ng sinabi ko kanina, para siyang para siyang magiging isang parasite, no? So, if we're going to plot that in this, ganito yung magiging niya. Yan. So, magkakaroon siya ng sarili dito. Magkakaroon siya ng, ayan, sarili niya dito. At magkakaroon din siya ng sariling distance ng curve natin. Tsaka distance ng long chord. So, that is your deflection. So, tayo dito ng deflection angle. So, para makuha natin yung deflection angle, para makuha natin yung stationing sa point na yun. So, gamitin natin yung formula para makuha natin S is equals to R multiplied by alpha, in which S is equals to yung radius natin 190.9317 multiply natin ngayon sa formula na para makuha natin 2. Kasi sabi nga doon, yung magiging angle daw dito is 2 theta. So 2 multiply doon sa angle natin, deflection angle natin na 8 degrees. Multiply natin, convert natin to. So pi over 180. So our distance ng S natin or yung distance ng curve natin is 53.3333. Okay? Now, to get the stationing ng ating deflection angle, that is equals to stationing ng 13 yung ating stationing ng PC. So, mula daw dito, pupunta tayo dito sa part na to. So, i-add lang natin dyan. So, ang i-add lang natin dyan is yung nakuha nating distance nung curve natin. So, i-add lang natin siya. Stationing ng 13 plus 0.80 plus 53.3333. Yung stationing ng deflection angle natin is equals to stationing ng 13 plus 13. Lagyan pala natin. Okay. Para hindi kayo malito, iwalay ko siya. Stationing ng 13 plus 080 plus 53.3333. So, stationing natin is stationing ng 13 plus 133.33. So, this is now our final answer. So, this is our answer for sample problem number 1. Now, next, proceeding with our second sample problem. So, for our second sample problem, this is given CE board November 2000. So, the deflection angles from PC of two intermediate points A and B is on the simple curve are 3 degrees and 15 minutes and 8 degrees and 15 minutes respectively. The length of the curve between A and B is 40 meters. Let us find the radius of the curve, find the length of the curve from PC to A, and find the length of the curve from PC to B. For our sample problem number 2, so magkakaroon tayo dito ng dalawang deflection angles. So, sabi, point A and B, and meron silang angle na 3 degrees and 15 minutes for point A, and 8 degrees and 15 minutes for point B. So, dalawa yung naging deflection angle natin. Meron din given dun sa ating sample problem number 2, which is the length of the chord, or length ng long chord natin, which is 40 meters. So, yung distance daw ng chord natin is 40 meters. Okay? So, to solve this problem, the first step na gagawin natin is kunin natin yung radius. So, hanapin natin yung radius ng curve natin. So, since may given tayo, L is equals to 40, pwede natin gamitin yung formula na 2 r sine ng alpha over 2. In which yung alpha 1 natin, yun yung magiging kabuuan. So, ang gagawin lang natin is i-subtract natin. No? Since meron ng binigay na distance, no? May binigay na distance ng chord natin, which is from PC to point A, from point A to point B, sabi dun sa problem. Meron tayong distance ng chord ng A to B. So, kailangan natin i-subtract si 8 degrees and 15 minutes kay 3 degrees and 15 minutes para makuha natin yung part na to. So, L is equals to 40 equals to 2 R sine ng 2 times 8 degrees and 15 minutes minus 2 times 3 degrees and 15 minutes all over 2. So, ang ating magiging radius is equal to 229.4742649. Okay? Pero hindi pa ito yung final answer natin. Kasi ang tanong dun sa ating problem, ay pala, meron pa sila sa letter A. Yun yung final answer natin for letter A, which is pagkuha ng radius. Hindi ko napansin. Next, for letter B, sa letter B, ang hinahanap is yung length ng curve from PC is kailangan daw natin makuha yung length ng curve na to from PC to A. So, kailangan natin ang magiging deflection angle natin dito is yung 3 degrees and 15 minutes, meron tayong radius. So, napakadali na nitong letter B natin. So, for letter B, kailangan daw natin kunin is yung distance from PC A. So, i-designate natin yan as D1. Length of curve. So, yung D1 natin is equals to, dahil curve ang kinukuha natin dito, so R multiplied by alpha 2 lang yan. So, this will be your alpha 2, yung color green na yan, which is yung 3 degrees and 15 minutes. So, substitute natin siya. Your radius is 229.4742649. Multiply natin doon sa angle, deflection angle na 2 times 3 degrees and 15 minutes. So your D1 ay multiply din also with, convert natin siya para maging radian. So your D1 is equals to 26.033 meters. And this is your final answer. Next, for letter C. The letter C naman, ang hinahanap naman natin dito is the length of the chord from PC to B. So, distance from PC to B. So, itong mahaba naman, kukuhanin natin yung length ng chord na yan, in which ang magiging deflection angle natin is yung 8 degrees and 15 minutes. So, kunin natin. So, for D2, that is equal to 2 R sine ng alpha 3 over 2. So, substitute natin. Meron tayong radius. Radius natin is 229.4742649 multiplied by 2 times 8 degrees 15 minutes all over 2. Our D2 is equal to 65.86 meters. And this is your final answer. Okay, ganun lang kasimple yung pagkuha sa sample problem number 2 natin. Next naman is for sample problem number 3. Ito kahit hindi na to ano. O kahit di mo na to yung drawing, madaling na to. Sabi dito, a 3-degree curve has an angle of intersection of 24 degrees. What is the length of the long chord? So, gamitin natin is yung chord basis. So, 20 is equals to 2r sine ng e over 2. So, substitute lang natin yung ating magiging formula, which is 2 r sine. So, pwede mo na siyang i-round down, no? So, 2r sine ng 3 over 2. Makuha natin yung r. Ang r natin is equals to 382.0155 meters. So, to determine yung length ng long chord natin, gamitin natin yung formula for long chord, that is 2r sine ng I over 2. Substitute natin 2. Multiply natin yung radius na 382.0155 sine ng ating central angle or intersection angle 24 degrees. So 24 over 2. Our long chord is equals to 158.85 meters. And that is now your final answer.